Good morning, dear student, and I hope you all are doing fine. So, today we will start with the new topic, okay? That is the food, clothes, and language in the Himalayas. Alright, we've been learning about the northern plain, okay? Northern mountains, northern Himalayas, okay? So, today we'll learn about the food, the clothes, and the language that is spoken in the Himalayas. Our aim for today is students will be able to infer the food habits, the clothes, and the language of the people living in the Himalayas using a case study of Uttarakhand. Okay, so resources required is your worksheet S3, your exit content book, and your notebook. Alright, so please get ready with your worksheet, your content book, and your notebook as well. Okay. So let us recall, okay, let us recollect, all right, let us try to remember that we have learned what people do to earn their living in the Himalayas, right? So try to remember, okay, try to remember what people do to earn their living in the Himalayas, all right, that is from our previous discussion, all right? So I hope now you get it. So accordingly, today, alright, we will learn more about the life of the people in the Himalayas, that is reading through a story. Okay, so today we will learn about the life of the people in Himalayas through a story. Okay, so I want all of you to open your exit content book. Okay, please open your content book and then you read the story of Ravi. Okay, you have to read only the second paragraph, that is from Ravi and his worm. Okay, you have to underline the points which tell you something about what Ravi eat, speak, and wears. Okay, that is, you have to read this particular case study, okay, about living in Uttarakhand. So second paragraph, you just have to study this portion. Okay, this portion. After you are after going through this particular passage, you try to name, okay, you try to underline, all right, the points which tell you something about what Ravis eat, speaks, and where. Okay, this particular 3 point, after going through this particular passage, you please underline, okay, what Ravis wear, what Ravis eat, what Ravis speak. All right, so I hope you get it clear. You can even check from your textbook as well. Okay, now after that, let us go to activity discussion. All right, so question: what does Ravi family eat? All right, that is, after reading that particular passage, you will be able to answer this one. What does Ravi families eat? What language do they speak in the house? What language do they speak with those who visit their shop? What kind of clothes does Ravi wear? What kind of clothes does his wife wear? Okay, so that is the question. Alright, I hope you got the question. So I want all of you to please listen to the explanation carefully. Alright, so Ravi's family mostly they eat rice. Okay, they eat rice, they eat roti, they eat vegetables and mutton. Alright, and they speak Pahari in the house. Okay, they speak Pahari in the house, but they speak Hindi when people who visit their shop. Okay, but they also speak Hindi with the people. Okay, when people they come and visit their shop, they speak Hindi. All right, Ravi wear warm jacket. And what does Ravi wear, right? So Ravi, he wears warm jacket. Okay, pajama and cap. Okay, that is what Ravi wear: warm jacket, pajama, and cap. Likewise, his wife also wear a warm shirt, salwar, a type of cloth around her waist and a scarf. So that is what Ravi wife wear. Okay, so I hope you get it clear. So see, Ravi wear pajama and warm jacket. His wife wears salwar. Alright, talking about this one. Okay, Ravi wears pajamas and warm jacket. His wife wears salwar and a warm shirt with a scarf on the head. They speak Pahari at home and in Hindi with the tourists, or when someone come and visit the shop, they speak Hindi. They eat meat, roti, rice and potatoes to keep them warm. Okay, I hope you got it. Now let's get into generalized discussion. Okay, so let's generalize our discussion. Now, question: why do you think that people eat high fiber food? All right, and why do you think that people wear warm clothes in the Himalayas? And what do you think they would be made of? Means, what are the clothes that they wear made of? Which language do you think will be common in most of the Himalayan states and why? Okay, so I'm repeating the question. What do you think, that people eat high fiber food? Why do you think that people wear warm clothes in the Himalayas? Okay, and what do you think they would be made of? Means, what are the clothes made of? Which language do you think will be common in most of the Himalayan states and why? Alright, so please think the answer for yourself, okay? And then you just listen to the explanation properly. So the climate, alright, the climate is very cold in the Himalayas, as we all know, because we see lots of snow, right? Covered mountain in Himalayas. Okay, so the climate is very cold and the people need to keep their body warm. Okay, so the people, they need to keep their body warm to save themselves from cold air. All right, so people eat high fiber food, all right, spicy food. Okay, and they also wear warm clothes. And Hindi is a language which is common in most of the Himalayan states. Alright, so Hindi is a common language, okay, that is spoken in most of the Himalayan state. Similarly, people in parts of the Himalayan region, they also speak in Hindi, mostly to interact with the outside people who visit their state. Right, so suppose if the people from northeast, they go and visit the Himalayan region, the main language that we will be using to communicate with them is Hindi. Okay, so that is what the people in the Himalayan region, they do. They speak in Hindi, okay, mostly to interact with the outside people who come to visit their place. All right, I hope you get it. So here is the hot question, okay, that is, let's try something higher order thinking. Okay, so question here is, do you think that food, clothes and language changes with the change in the climate? All right, and explain by using an example of the Himalayas. Do you think that the food, clothes and language changes in the with the change in the climate? And explain by using an example of the Himalayas. Okay, it's very simple, very easy, and I hope you all know the answer, okay, of this. Okay, now listen to the explanation carefully. The answer is obviously yes, okay, because the food, clothes and language changes with the change in the climate. Okay, it changes, okay, with the change in the climate. The climate in the Himalayas is very cold, so people wear warm clothes and eat food which can keep their body warm. Alright, Also, their language is different, but because they have to interact with the people coming from outside, they speak in Hindi. We have learned that they speak Pahari, right? But in order to interact with outside people who come to visit their place, they need to interact with them in Hindi, okay? So from there, we have learned that yes, the food, clothes, and language changes with the change in the climate as discussed here, okay? As the explanation is given to you, and I hope you got it clear. So let's check your homework, okay, for today, your classwork for today. All right, your assignment for today. You have to do your worksheet, okay? S3, food, clothes, and language in the Himalayas. All right, please, as you write, please write the date as well, okay? The date, and try to attempt all the given question, and accordingly you do your homework, okay? Practice question number 7, all right, as your homework. All right, write it down into your notebook, okay, along with the worksheet. So that's it for our class for today. Stay safe, take care, and have a good day, dear children.